Just let your will be done. I tell you. Tell them all about some trouble. Get heavy, hot cold, get beat. Stop dancing, stop kingdom. Come on, say just let your will be done. I tell you. Tell them all about some trouble. Yeah, hey, stop kingdom. I feel a victory praise in my feet. Well. Do I have any apostolic, Pentecostal, Methodist, Baptist, Church of God in Christ folks in the building on tonight? Well, I hope I do. Do me a great big favor, everybody. Welcome to the Black Church Sector on this Sunday evening. I hope everybody is having a wonderful time. If you had a wonderful Sunday, actually, I hope everything went well. I hope you were able to get your praise on and get some other things going on tonight. Hope you spent some time with your family. We were checking out the Oscars and that kind of thing. So had a good time tonight. We'll talk a little bit about that. Yes, we will. But before we get started, will you do me a great big favor, everybody? Hit that like button for me. Hit the like button. Also, if you're not a member or a subscriber of the Black Church Sector, please hit that subscribe button right now. All right, hit it right now. Do share. Let everybody know that we are on the air on tonight. We won't be here long because, listen, we're about to start another work week, so we don't have time to tarry too long, okay? Gotta hold us to that. What's up, Miss Candace? Thank you for coming through tonight. Seta Moore is in the building. Simply Tasha One. Mark is here. Jacqueline, thank you for being a member. Hey, what's up, Jacqueline? Dion is in the building. JP, thank you for coming through. The Bushes is here. I am Courtney TV is in the building, everybody. Make sure that you hit that like button. Listen, if you're on Facebook, make sure you are hitting the like button on Facebook. You're able to give stars on Facebook if you'd like to help out the platform. And also, you can join the subscription on Facebook as well there at the St. James Show. So Facebook, we are not neglecting you. Our Patreon is pinned in the chat. on YouTube, the St. James Show Patreon. You want to make sure that you are a member of Patreon. Only $5 a month or $48 for the year. And you get all the exclusive information that we have here on the platform of the St. James Show. All right. Jay Rochelle is in the building. Nicole is here, future nurse. Good to see everybody. Come on in. Hit the like button. Do comment respectfully. Share right now. Subscribe and join our exclusive membership on YouTube as well. Woo! We got all that out. Yes, we did. I hope, let's see here. I was on a little earlier on the St. James Show platform. I had a little time in between my new members class and church service. So I peeped in a little bit and had a conversation about Jamal Bryant and the whole boycott and fast and all that good stuff. We'll get into that a little bit more. And we'll drop the link if anybody wants to come up and give their opinion on it. Because listen here, y'all have been extremely opinionated on the post from today, from today's live. Very opinionated, but I listen, I read. Some of you are just disrespectful. You just don't like the man, so you're calling him the devil. You're calling him all kind of things. Facebook goes wild with the disrespect. YouTube is not as bad, but Facebook is really disrespectful. And I don't understand grown people that don't know how to disagree respectfully. The man is not a demon. The man is not a devil. I mean, really though, really. We've had our issues with Jamal, but we're not gonna sit around and call the man a devil and all this other stuff. And we only got a little bit. Some of y'all post on there, got us crumbs on the table. I mean, some people, you give them a dozen roses, they would probably tell you, where's my other dozen? It ought to be 2 dozen. That's just how some people are. They won't be happy. No way. It can be Martin Luther King Jr. reincarnated. God put him back on the earth for about 5 years. And some of y'all will have a problem with Martin Luther King Jr. leading a fight, an initiative. Y'all would have a problem with it. Y'all would say, well, no, such and such started it. Why did Martin Luther King have to get involved? Who the hell is Martin Luther King? I mean, some of y'all would really do that. Y'all really would. And it just drives me crazy. What's up, Miss Regina? Dom Devereaux is in the building. Thank you guys for coming on through. But, it's just amazing to me. I understand people's issue with Jamal. But what I won't sit around and be boo-boo the fool to is to act like we knew about any boycott before Jamal Bryant put his name, associated his name with it. I'm not going to act like the majority of us knew. Y'all know good and well that I didn't say all. The majority of us had no clue about a boycott until Jamal Bryant started running his mouth. Come on, let's be clear. We knew about it because of Jamal. It is what it is. Thank you, Princess. Preacher Nerd said, I personally don't have an issue with Jamal. I will just say he's attention seeking. But we know that. But we have to use attention seeking for our benefit when it is necessary. We know, we've all said he was a clout chaser and a media whore. We understand that. But wouldn't he be the perfect person to kind of push this agenda ahead? Do you want to get someone that nobody know, only a small group of people know, where it actually gets absolutely hardly any traction? Yeah, well, that's it. Martin Luther King was not popular amongst Black folk. Yes, we had the ones, we're not even going to talk about the whole, between him and Malcolm X, and had those people and had these, and then, yeah, so he wasn't as popular. It's just like some of y'all dog out Obama. Some of y'all just can't stand Obama, which is wild to me. It's just crazy. I mean, I don't even look at politics when it comes to Obama. I look at a successful black man. I look at a successful black couple, but him and Michelle, who paved the way. They lived a life and they struggled, but they got educated and they maneuvered through this horrible system all the way to the White House. I don't focus on politics for certain things. I don't do that. I knew because of Jamal. Yes, yes. Had no one clue until he was on the Breakfast Club talking about it. Exactly. What's up, Captain Powell? Yeah, Rosie. Well, I mean, the fortunate part is, I mean, people will come in the chat and agree with me, but as soon as it's over, they start their rhetoric. They really start just going crazy and going wild. And it's like, wow, what would have satisfied you? The lady, the doctor that is saying that she's the one who started it, she didn't have any notoriety to really push it. And again, it's my understanding that he reached out to them and they didn't trust Jamal, so they didn't want to do anything with him. Okay, that's your personal feeling. But after he takes the baton and shoots down that track and gets some traction, now you beat the man over the head and you want to do a panel tour to tell everybody how a horrible person Jamal is and how you were the first person to do it. And you're getting so combative and nasty about it. Yeah, Nico Paul said, we didn't hear about it until he spoke. Can we just give honor to where honor is due? I'm not, people said I'm capping for Jamal. I am not capping for Jamal. I'm just capping for common freaking sense. Common sense. I'm just sorry. I can't sit around here and demonize somebody who is not a demon. It's wild. Very disrespectful to Roland Martin. Imagine her sitting in amongst the target people trying to negotiate. Will there be negotiations or will there just be a fight? You have to be anointed and appointed for certain rooms. Just because you may have an education, just because you may have a little experience, doesn't mean you are anointed and appointed to sit in rooms and to walk into certain doors. I'm sorry. That's the way God is set up. Blame God and not Jamal. Really though, blame God and not Jamal. Yeah, it was a success. Thanks, Reverend Dr. Bryant. And feel free to put that in the chat. Thank you, Dr. Bryant. Now, tomorrow the lady's going to be on Larry Reed's and she's probably going to go off. She's probably going to bring up every negative thing about Jamal she can bring up. Or they're probably going to he probably got his pockets padded. And he got it this. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. When you meet new people, when you meet new business people, when you meet people on a board, I go to mixers and I meet a lot of different people at times. I go to different types of mixers. I have friends that are in the political arena here in my city. So they're always inviting me to their fundraisers, to their political stuff. And then I go to mixers when it comes down to real estate. I'll go to those mixers and I meet affluent people. And you know what comes from those meetings? A lot of good things come from those meetings. And I'm not talking about illegal things or things to pad my pocket. I'm just talking about a lot of good networking comes from those meetings, whether it helped me in my business or whether it helped me, really generally in business or whatever I'm doing. So as you're meeting people, you are acquiring favor. You are acquiring those people to want to reach out with you and work with you and make sure that some of them might even want to support you in what you're doing. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Donna Leonard. People be careful. Jamal may sue for defamation. You know what? I hope he does. I hope he does. But you know what, Mark? These folks out here are still playing people's audios. They still tell. These folks don't care. I saw a lawsuit that somebody put in back in June, but against Dives and McCrae and that Tarantine guy. But people don't care about lawsuits anymore. They don't care. Bishop Jordan has a lawsuit going now for illegal recordings. And people are still talking. They're acting like it's not even a real lawsuit. They really are. Not rambling about this because he's not in law. Well, there's a lot of people that are in lawsuits that are going to continue to talk. You don't think he will what? Well, I'm just saying. I mean, that's just something. Even if he won't do it, Courtney, that's not the point. It's the fact that he could, because of the defamation, and people are really trying to trying to damage his character by pretty much saying he's taking bribes or taking kickbacks or doing something. So no one can do anything because it is the right thing to do anymore. We don't do anything because it's the right thing to do. We don't. It's righteous. And I'm just trying to make people see the reality of things. You may not like a person. That don't mean everything they do is wrong. That don't mean that everything they're going to do is going to be wrong. Have they probably done some things that you didn't like or that were not moral or were not up to par in the past? Yes, that's definitely a possibility. But when God, see, y'all want to sing about it. Y'all want to talk about it. Y'all want to preach about God and it's the sovereignty of God and the God can do whatever he wants to do when he wants. We turn on Daryl Coley with the Reverend Ernest whatever Davis and the Chester Mass Choir, whatever, sovereign. We sing all this. We preach all this. But when God allows something good to happen, some of y'all will find everything bad about it. Just like somebody said, we only got crumbs. All they got was a little bit. Should we be satisfied with a little bit? They ought to be helping 5,000 HBUs. She's a minister too. I wouldn't want, what she got to tell me, Mark? What she got to tell me? She gonna preach on grace and love and understanding and unity? Is that what she gonna preach on? She couldn't be preaching on that. No, she can't be preaching on that. She could have fit well in this boycott. She could have filled the role of the attack dog. You need right, yin and yang. But she didn't want to work with anybody. It's either me or the highway. I started this. Me. Guess we got to hear that continuing on some panels this week. I did it. I understand her frustration, but she could be using the bargain touch to push her continuation of the right instead of, let's see, what area can you do? And you can push the boycott, but you got to watch the way you push it, though, just being me. You got to watch the way you push it. Push it in a way that's going to reap some positive results. Not push it in a way where you're just trying to bankrupt a business, because that's not, no one is going to roll with you on that. No one is. But the way it was pushed by Jamal and whoever helped him, whoever's behind him, it went to a way where now we are seeing some fruit from it. Do we, is it a tree full of fruit? No. But it's some fruit that we can eat off of. Why? To sustain us and not to pacify us. And not, y'all like to flip a lot of that. I'm just saying, it's really sad. I was just reading those comments, and it's really sad that our Black community could be so divided, even when something comes out for our faith, in our favor. Do you get the raise and the evaluations at your job that you request or that you expect? Do you get what you think you are worth at your job? Do you get the honor and the gratitude that you think you deserve in your own family? Does your children respect and honor and show their love and appreciation to you like you feel they should? Not all the time. Not all the time. My banker gives us intel you can't Black business, huh? No, you can't. There's so much is that the public was not made aware of. Well, right. And is it something that we need to go and investigate and see that there was something wrong done? I don't know. Probably a female one. I can only imagine. Oh, Jesus, imagine that. More grace. Ain't William and Brian Carn over there cutting up? They over there taking pictures and cutting up. Well, that's a hoot. She's not being completely honest about the situation. I have followed this from the beginning. Well, you can definitely hit the link and kind of explain that if you want. Let me know. What's up, Sean? But it just grieves me that we will find something wrong with somebody giving us $1 million. Some of y'all would say, you know how much taxes I gotta pay? Why would you give me $1 million? Because I gotta pay all. How now I gotta pay all the taxes on $1 million? Your broke behind only had $100 in your account, but you will complain about the taxes that you have to pay on a gift. You only had $100 in your account. But that's the way some of us are acting towards this. That's the way we're acting. Megaphone and that he job. Yes, Pat. Yes. Well, 219 fair. You was one really against Jamal. I read your comment too. Yeah, I don't think she should do the church sector chitlin search. They want her on their show because of Jamal. Not right. They don't care about what she's talking about, the cause. She's a clickbait right now. She was on Roland Martin, so she's good for clicks and views. But at the end of the day, who is it going to benefit? They're gonna, some people may deem her as the mad Black woman. Some people may do that, and she may not even be that. But if you're on there doing or making it perceive, it may perceive that you're that way. They're only going to use you for clicks and views. That's what they want you to do. Give credit to what's credit is due. You say you ain't watching nothing else on her. It's like, what else can you say? What else can be said? If she wants to continue a boycott, that is her prerogative. And if people want to continue the boycott, that's her prerogative. But let me tell you this, there's a lot of more businesses than Target, and we all know this, that have taken away the DEI. Some, like Target, I guess, has restructured to a way where they can still support. Others just took it away and said, well, thank you, Orange Man. You gave me a way of escape. And they don't care no more. You said somebody listen to her video. You go listen to it. You go. We didn't know her. And that's not, and saying that we didn't know who she was, it's not belittling her as a person. The fact of the matter is, we didn't know her. That's just what it was. Walmart, and they go on there in their pajamas every day, the Bushes. They go on over there in their pajamas and their hoochie mama shorts and doing everything and every day. Going over there to Walmart to shop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They ordering packages. Mama, I told my mom today, Mom, if that ring, I turn my ringer off of the ring cam because it's hooked up at my mom. You know, I'm nosy. I got to see what's going on. It'd be going up. Mom, how many Amazon packages do you get per day? Jiminy Crickets. My goodness. This could have been done differently by him and at least having those who actually are at the grassroots level by bringing them to She declined it. She didn't want to work with Jamal. She didn't want to work with him. So how could he work with her? And she didn't trust him. So just because someone doesn't trust you, do you throw in the towel? And you just forget it? Because someone who talked about it first says they don't want to work with you? No. And we can all sit back and say what could have been done differently. We all have an opinion. But were we on the forefront? Were we on the front line? Did we have the open doors available to us to have the conversation? We all have an opinion. But did we have the opportunity? There's a lot of people who have an idea, and that idea goes to sleep with them at night. We all have a way that we think something ought to go. What's up, Pastor Prim? But those ideas go to sleep with us at night. Do we put action behind those ideas? All right. Well, I ain't gonna argue with you. 219 fair. You think he okay? All right. Then I know where you stand. I know where you stand. Okay. Still, even all that, even the people who did they reach out to him and say, could we go along, or did he have to reach out to them? Okay, so it started in Minnesota. Again, if those people did, I think people are missing it. People are missing it. It doesn't matter who starts a movement, any movement. What matters is how can the movement progress? What doors can be open so the movement can gain traction? That's the purpose, and that's what we want to look at. Everybody has an idea of boycotting and wanting to do things, but you have to have the know-how, the influence, and the doors to walk in. You have to have a sense of notoriety in order to get things going, regardless of who started it in Minnesota, Georgia, Tennessee. We became aware of it when the majority of us became aware of it when Jamal Bryant hopped his behind on The Breakfast Club. Bottom line. Bottom line. There were a few movements that MLK didn't start, yet he became the face of them. Exactly. Because you know why? Because he already had the notoriety. He already was able to walk into rooms that others were not able to walk in. He was able to at least have the conversations that others who even had the thought were not able to walk in. They couldn't even get a conversation. But Martin Luther King was able to walk into those doors. He may not have started a lot of things, but as soon as he joined them, they were able to move. And I think this is what we're missing. We can go back into the archives of who started what, but we didn't know they did it because it didn't have an impact. It didn't have an impact, so it doesn't matter who started what. It matters of who can actually get the job done. And if you started it, then you want to partner with the ones who can get the job done. And I just can't see that. We've all said that, Jamal loves the medium, loves the spotlight. But with a lady as vocal as she is, I don't see how, if she was partnering with him, she was over there in Minnesota boycotting. Over there in the church with Don Lemon. She trusted the gay. Let's think about this. The Right Reverend, she trusted the gay YouTuber now, correspondent Don Lemon, but she could not go with the pastor of New Birth. Okay. All right. You said this has been going on for all of record history. They never talk about Fannie Lou Hamer, right? Even though we know who she is now, she was the real reason behind civil rights being passed. Okay, all right. Y'all just hate people, and y'all just continue a narrative. Y'all won't give any credit to anybody. Some of y'all just will continue to find every contrary thing to everything positive. Anything positive said, some of y'all will find everything contrary to that. Jamal did speak well of his numerous times on different platforms. Yeah. Let me see. Joshua said, I felt this in 2020, and I felt this now. There are people in our community that want only the strife and fight. No solution or improvement will ever be good enough. Absolutely not. That's not what they want. They believe that we are Black people and we should always fight. We're Black and we're here to fight. Black women come up with the idea of the Montgomery boycott, but they allowed the preachers to take the lead because it was more effective. Yeah. Platforms larger. Pastor Regina says, I understand and agree with that. The same. Jamal could have let us know about Nakima, and because that was left out, it only did make a difference in that. But when you go to them and they say that they don't want to work with you, why do you give them shine? When you go to them and they don't want to work with you, he has to come out and say her name? No. No. Then that becomes a distraction. Then that becomes a distraction to the movement. Now you're infighting. Who's going with her? But why isn't she working with? Now there's infighting. Now everybody's off the focus. Now we're split. Do we go with Nakima or do we go with Jamal? But Miss Regina, she didn't have the platform to push it through. And she didn't want to work with Jamal. Let's see. And if she had just wanted, instead of yelling, JP would have given her the props. God will give you your due. Right. Right. Yeah. And say Don should have told who the spotlight was on him. You said, yeah, but she didn't say Don should have told who she was when the spotlight was on him. We do. We do. We do. She's seen the interviews. Shanae says, as a millennial woman, we not protesting, we resting in our femininity. I hate this lady feel like this. She has to do this. Let Jamal have it. I think all the time we just feel that we need to fight. And I don't think this is a fight that we should be even talking about. I really don't. Social media was around, they would have done this. They would have done the same. I'm convinced. I'm with you, Jason. They would have done the same thing to Martin Luther King. They would have done the same thing. And instead of really looking at the bigger picture of it, how can this be accomplished? They're looking at who's in the forefront. Who's in the forefront? Josh says, I'm lost as to what she expects to receive now. People move on fast. They really do. They really do. They do. Just be me says, I'm listening to her. It doesn't appear she was thinking of taking the boycott nationally. She focused on Minnesota. And that may have been her vision, to take it locally, just her state. But Jamal didn't see it that way. He said, if we need a greater impact, would be to take it nationally. Just, boycotting a state of targets is not going to work. We have to take it nationally to get any kind of traction. Yeah, they were doing it at his day. Yes, they were. Yeah. We say it's a mess, and it's sad, but it's really not a mess. It's really not a mess. The mess is, give me my flowers. Tell me I am the originator of it. Okay, you're the originator of it. You thought of it, and you started it in Minnesota, but it needed to go nationally. So when you were approached, would you like to join? We love what you're doing. We think it needs to go national. You want to join Jamal Bryant? No. Nah, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Give her credit. And we would not have known. I didn't know. Like I said, didn't know until he hopped on Breakfast Club. I didn't know. I did not know. And you know what? We can go back. She can go to her interviews and start talking about what she did in Minnesota and that would be great. That's wonderful. But it didn't get to the level as to even the conversations that were. I mean, the fast or what have you had so much impact that it booted out the CEO of Target. They got a whole new CEO. And then somebody was trying to figure his words. And what he said was they were closed to conversation, not close to conversation with the last CEO. No. They were close to it. They didn't want to have a conversation. But with the new CEO, they opened the door for the conversation to be had, and this is where we are today. So, focus on more of their name than the product. Well, the thing about it, this particular thing, we've always said that Jamal loves a good storyline, but he loves to see his name in lights. But the unfortunate part about this, Miss Regina, is unless you have someone willing to put their self and has the the notoriety of it, it's just another City Hall march. That's just what it is. And we can talk about how Jamal loves the clout chase all day long. But every now and then you need a good clout chaser to get the job done. You need a good clout chaser to get, because guess what? They're going to get in every media outlet that they can. They are going to get on every podcast, every interview that they're able to get on. Had Nakima and her team gotten out there and tried to get into some doors and things, we would have been listening to them. But unfortunately, they wasn't enough of a clout chaser as Jamal. Jamal was the right person for the job back in the day. It would have been Reverend Jackson. It sure would have been. Had Reverend Jackson been, spry, that's who it would have been. Yeah. Oh, no. For instance, no, nothing like that is lost. But it's just a conversation, and I understand what you're saying and what other people are saying. But I think people are getting, and sometimes, again, and I said this morning, sometimes when it involves our beautiful Black women, people really get in their fifis, because if you say anything against what has been said or done, then you are hating the Black woman, or you're discrediting or disregarding the Black woman. And that is absolutely nothing like that going on around here. I just had dinner with a Black woman tonight, my mother. And I went to my daughter's house and got them dinner, her mama and my daughter. So we don't put Black women to the back tonight or any other night. But what we will not do is just pacify to get along. The facts are in front of us. A clout chaser was needed. We loved clout chasing Reverend, what's his name? Sharpton. Reverend Al Sharpton is a wonderful clout chaser. The Right Reverend Jesse Jackson was a wonderful clout chaser, because everybody had the same arguments against them as they have with Jamal. Reverend Jackson had a baby out of wedlock. Had a baby on his wife during his push. Martin Luther King had recordings that the FBI recorded under the bed, and they sent them over to his wife. He was still needed. They were still needed for the fight. We need clout chasers. We don't need people just saying, I want the credit. We want to give you the credit after you do the work. Do the work, and we will give you the credit. Don't be on the sideline complaining after the job is done. What's up, AT2? She will never be satisfied. And I hope that's not true, but that's a thought. What will satisfy those now? He's gotten some things moving for HBCUs. He's gotten some other. What are he got the people? The people who, like you said, people withdrew their books. They withdrew their product from Target. There was a hit. There was a hit. Was that happening when she came out at her? Maybe in Minnesota, but again, we didn't know. Didn't nobody know. You say they AI? Yeah. I'm gonna go with you on that. Yeah, we're gonna throw CL Franklin's recordings in there too. All AI, Joshua. AI. AI. Oh my goodness. Y'all wear me out. Y'all wear me out with this. And we can go, like I said, we can go into the crates and dig up history as to when Nakima started this. That's great. But how successful was her boycott? Are we blaming her not success on Jamal because he came and just took it over? Are we going to do that? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to blame her not being successful to Jamal's be successful when she didn't want to partner with him. What do you do when it's so funny. I've asked certain people to do things, and some, a lot, yeah. And then you have those one, oh no, I won't be able to. And then when you put information out, or it's time for something to happen, and the traction is good, then did you still need me? No, I don't. No, because when St. James asks you one time, I'm going to take your first answer and I'm going to run with it. Don't come to me like Nicodemus by night trying to slither back. Well, did you still want? No, you've been replaced. I was proud about the people coming together. This was a great movement for us. And boy, I tell you, and the devil will try to make sure that his head is somewhere peeking over the brick wall, making sure that somebody, is going to continue to stir up some tension between us. Don't make sure of that. And then put it in a package of either we're being disrespectful to the Black woman, or put it in the package of he's just clout chasing, put it in the package of, he's getting a kickback from it. I'm no fool. I expect people to call on Jamal Bryant at times. They call on him to preach because of this, because of what he's done. His name is getting out there. Yes, people are going to continue to call on him to come and raise money, come and preach, come and do certain maybe other boycotts in their city, in their states. Who knows? It comes with the territory. But I hope that Jamal Bryant doesn't back down from the mission that God has set before him. Again, I had this conversation with my pastor this week. I said, listen, I'm not into social media preachers. I'm not into it. I'm all for social justice. I mean, that's what I mean, social justice preachers. I'm all for social justice. But there has to be a balance when it comes over the pulpit. I can't be that every Sunday. But there's churches and there's people that love it. Everybody has a place. But I said, I'm not into it, but other people are. So he has a place in the kingdom, just like Nakima does. Just by all of us in this chat, we have a place in the kingdom. But don't get upset because someone else's place is not our place. God has favored them a little bit higher or a little bit more than he's favored you in certain areas. I wish I could sing like Daryl Coley. Oh my goodness. The albums, the concerts, the tours. But unfortunately, God said not so. He gave me a reasonable portion of song. Even through all my training in college and in all my vocal performance and instruction degrees, it still ain't Daryl Coley. But am I bitter? Absolutely not, because God has equipped me in other areas to fulfill the mission. Been working with the NW since he was a kid. He's used to this. Well, he definitely is. Touch him, Lord. What did Joshua say? One Lord, one faith, one time. Come on now. Shanae says, I don't want to see no black woman mad, not smiling on a platform, going off, not listening, just speaking to respond. Lakima in bed. Oh, Lord. Oh. I missed the text messages. Okay. I missed those. Oh my goodness. Y'all make me want to drink. And I'm not drinking nothing. I'm set apart. I'm woo. Oh.
Haven't you tried him? Hasn't he done enough for you? A says he's Alpha. B, bright and morning star. C, Calvary's hero. D, day spring from on high. E, everlasting light. Yeah. First fruits of them that sleep. E, high and lifted up. H, immortal and invincible. Joy of my salvation. K is the King of Kings. M is Messiah. He's always near. Oh, he's omniscient and omnipresent. P, he's the Prince of Peace. Q, he's got quickening power. He's a rock in a weary land. Shelter in a time of storm. True vine. Unchanging love. Victory over death, hell, and the grave. Wash his sin away. His yoke is easy. He's the Zion of my life. But that ain't all. I got to go to Wheel of Fortune and borrow me a vowel. Daddy, can I get an E so I can get an X? His name is excellent. His grace is excessive. His mercy is extravagant. His name is all I trust. Is there anybody who can say I ain't an alphabet, but I can stand on my feet and say his name is Jesus? I feel my granddaddy and his daddy in the ministry. Robert H. Wilson on me. Is there anybody here who knows my Jesus? Is there anybody here who knows my Lord? Don't fool me now. He's like a wheel in the middle of a wheel. He's like fire shut up in my bone. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Uncle Bob, hey.
Woo, the McKintrick folk. My goodness. Ooh, that's good and Baptist. That is good and Baptist. He said, oh, had he switched that doggone key though, Sean. Well, A is for apple. B is for ball. Oh, I call him Savior. Oh, he's a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Oh, he's a king. Then you just go crazy. You got to get all the fans out. You got to get all the lap scarves out. You know, the same old thing. I did start screaming a little bit. Oh, it makes you just want to say something. You said his father used to, with the Bible when he, oh, okay, he used to hit him upside his head. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, he made his father proud. I guarantee you that. He made his father proud. Did you guys hit the like button for me? I really hope you hit the like button for me. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna drop the link. Let me just get out a couple more things and I'll drop the link. Hang out with me for a minute. You know, Marvin Sapp got a lot of chatty patties over there. Bishop Marvin Sapp over there at Chosen Vessel got a lot of chatty patties, and they all got dingalings. Okay. Why are these guys just running their mouths, recording people? Everybody's recording everybody over there. So I guess the woman who they got in from Detroit, Myron Williams, they got in from Detroit. Maybe Marvin hired maybe Myron, I don't know, when he was there. They got that girl from Detroit to come over there to do the worship leader. Come to find out, allegedly, I guess she thought she was going to be the right Reverend First Lady Sapp. I guess. I don't know. But it's like they have so much mess going on over there at Chosen Vessel. It is crazy. He needs to clear that doggone church out. All them folks who've been talking and popping up on people's lives, they need to be out from from leadership. Why are these people running all the church's business out on these social media streets? She said she was on assignment. Well, that's what they say she said. I don't know. Well, she's not. He got a whole woman named Laboris or something over there. Dr. Cole. We showed her to you. He needs to get rid of that praise team. He just sing. He needs to come out of his office and sing a couple of tunes and preach. He really needs to do that until he revamps his worship team. Myron is gone. Now the worship leader girl is gone. Now they just over there running their mouth. They going live. It's really embarrassing that these guys are coming out here and doing all of this. They are just chatty patties. I can't stand no nigga that sits there and turns on you. You know, it's just, you would have think that men would have a little bit more couth and just take the L, leave the church, and just go on their business, on their way, and not try to tear down everybody and everything on their way out the door. It's crazy to me. Bishop Marvin Sapp needs to clean house over there for not giving the right hug. Yeah, go hire her. Well, she may be a little messy too. You may not want to invite her. You said the wife needs to listen. She walking into some stuff, but it seems like she's been around a while. It doesn't seem that she's just not showing up. Seems like she's been around a while. He just hadn't said anything about her. You know, everybody wants to go viral. And let me tell you, that viral stuff ain't getting you nothing but lawsuits. That's all it's getting you. A bunch of lawsuits. Yeah. You can just leave. Yeah, just chatty patty. Thought about crabby. Just guys that are just chatty. And it's like, y'all just can't leave. Or they over there recording conversations, and they over the content creators are playing them the conversations. Like we ain't already in lawsuits over illegal recordings. I don't have time to figure out 1 party, 2 party, 3 party, 4, 5 party, 6 party, 7 party, 8 as to consent and all that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't recording nobody. If you record me and put it out, I'm suing you. And I don't get on the phone. with people who record me. I don't get on the phone. I don't hold those kind of conversations. My arena is extremely small, extremely small. Even when I'm at a church, I do not participate in conversations and things with people at church. I probably will have, usually I have conversations with the musician that I brought in. I brought them in. They don't go to the church. They are hired at the church. And if there's any conversations I have about anything, I'll probably speak to them because there's already been a relationship. I don't go and start connecting as a leader, start getting all these groups and start talking to people and sending all these crazy texts and all that. No, every text that everybody get is what I send everybody. The text I send everybody, y'all gonna get. Marvin Sapp has a mess going on over there at Chosen Vessel. Yes, he fired her. He sent her packing. You said the person who did it. Well, again, that's fine. It's not shading you. What I'm saying is, I don't think you should be playing any videos. I don't think these people should be coming on talk. Listen, you have the clicks and views. Get your clicks and views, Jive. Get it how you can get it. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be doing none of that. I wouldn't play nobody's. I'm speaking about me. I'm not telling you what you should do. I would not play anybody's recordings. And these guys that are coming on talking about all this, I'm like, Marvin Sapp, what in the world do you have going on over there? Yes, the content creators are going to put these people on. Of course they are, because it's what we do. But I'm telling you, folks turn on you. People turn on you. I don't want to give anybody an opportunity to turn on me. Even when, and this is what happens in that beef sector. Oh, you can play my video. Oh yeah, you can play it. And then when they get mad at you, they strike your channel for playing their video. It may not be today. It may not be 3 months from now. It can be a whole year from now. On Mad Day, it is another situation. It's another the Bushes know. It's another situation. Shouldn't nobody be recording nobody? If you sitting on the phone with messy people, you better believe they are recording you. Because if they bringing you all the mess, that means they are messy and they are probably recording you. And I'm just saying, I don't think anybody should play anybody's recordings. Because again, I ain't got time to figure out if it's my consent, your consent, they consent, 1, 2, 3 party state. I don't even want to get involved in any of that. I'm not going to sit on nobody's witness stand and for them to question where I got the tape from and who did this. And no. Those are extra problems I don't need in my life. I don't want to give my money up to have nobody have to respond to a lawsuit for me. That's money I can put down a down payment on a house. Mad Day always happens. And Mad Day don't have a sector. It can. They say you can. Oh, play it until they get mad. Until they get mad. Again, Jives, I'm not telling you what to do. You're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. And you are a content creator. You get the content and you put it on. But what I'm saying is, you don't trust these folks. They will turn on you and leave you holding the bag. I think that Sapp has an entire mess over there at Chosen Vessel. And it seemed like it came to head when when Myron got on that a platform with Bishop Sheard, and they told that untruth that just didn't seem to be the truth. And Marvin Sapp did not like that at all. He didn't like that conversation that was had at nationally. Myron Sapp had to make a decision. Now, the one thing they said, the jury is still out as to was it released? I resign. What happened there? Not sure. But he gone. And it seemed like everything has been spiraling since Myron has gone. But we know what happens when the single pastor announces that he's now going to get married. All the prophetesses in the house who prophesy themselves as being the next first lady get upset. They get upset. We know it happens. It happened to Carlton Pearson. It happened over there at City of Refuge with Bishop Noel Jones. They don't care if Bishop Jones was 82 years old. They don't care. They was on a mission to marry that man. They was on a mission. He closed the door. When he closed the door, maybe it started there. I take that back. It probably started there with the close the door. You said, that man should have just left the church. He was saying there were 3 different incidents and that he was sat down. That's serious. He should have. Yeah, I don't understand that. And again, I wish men would be men. We always say, and I'm not, I'm not trying to say that women do this all the time, because obviously we see men doing it now. But I think we should be the leader. If you disagree with something, just leave. People are going to have their opinions on why you left. They will murmur probably why you left. But if you have a disagreement and you find yourself getting into all these instances and all these you tearing up the church, just leave. That's all you do. It's extremely embarrassing. And when I'm sitting back going, all these guys are talking about the women in the church and what the women said to them and what the women did to them. And I'm like, are you serious? Oh my goodness. You said that's why you got to stay single. Keep them happy in the church. Well, it seems that way. It seems that way. So did you get married? All the hell gonna break loose. The women start gathering their bags and coats. Yeah, as soon as he say he get married, it is over. My thing is, if you don't have to unnecessarily get involved in a lawsuit and people, because let me tell you, people be saying a lot of defamatory stuff. They be saying a lot of defamatory stuff, and I be like sitting back going, allegedly ain't gonna just bail you out of that. And I'm listening to these guys just go live and just talking about this church, and I'm like, are you serious? It ain't, and I know it because I was there. It ain't about what you think you know. That's like the court system. It ain't about truth or a lie. It's whoever presents their case the best. It ain't about who's telling the truth or who's lying. It ain't about receipts. It's about who presents that case the best to the jury. And I think people are getting a little off. Even with Bishop Jordan's lawsuit, everybody has an opinion of what we think may happen. We don't know until the jury gets the case. And then people think they're going to do this, and I'm going to play this audio, and I'm going to do this. It ain't about playing other audios or what's on it. It's about the possible illegal recordings that are being alleged in the complaint. That's what it's all about. It ain't about what's in the recordings, even though everybody wants to know line by line, precept upon precept. But it's about how the recordings were attained. That's what it's about. And what's the intent of it? Thank you. We cannot forget that. That's what I was concerned about with people playing audios, because people can flip it and say, now your intent is to defame me to get money, or now your intent is to play my recordings or illegal to get some kind of monetary gain. So it goes into the intent of the record. Say you record it, but does that mean you have the right to publish it? And what is your intent on it by publishing it? See, there's a lot of variables that people think is everything is just black and white, and it's not. And I ain't no lawyer, but I got common sense. I definitely got common sense. So I hope people are just cautious as to what is going on, and don't just jump on everything that people send me stuff all the time. Audios, videos. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going live playing that. You better go to somebody else. I am not getting myself involved in anybody's lawsuit. Abso-freaking-lutely not. I ain't got time. Who ain't got time for that? Who got time for that? I got too many trips to take. I got too much business to take care of. I can't be wrapping my generational wealth up in some courts. You crazy in your head. I wish I would. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm definitely gonna drop the link. Oh my goodness. You know, the church will drive you to drink.
Before I got here, this song came on and sort of took over. I heard about how he healed the sick. He is a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. I heard about how he raised the dead. He is a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. 5,000 hungry souls he made. He's a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. I heard about how he saved the soul. He is a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. Heal the sick. Heal the sick. Raise the dead. Raise the dead. 5,000 hungry souls he made. Did it before. Did it before. And he'll do it again. He'll do it again. He's a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. Yeah, I heard about how he lift you up. He's a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. I heard about how he'll fill your cup. He is a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. Joy unspeakable, full of glory. He's a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul. I can't tell you all of his healing story. He's a wonder. He is a wonder in my soul.
He's a wonder. He's a wonder. He's a wonder. Well, let's travel on down to Los Angeles real quick, now. Let's get over there at the Revelation Church. We're pastored by none other than Prophet Lovie Elias. You know, Lovie had been going through quite a turmoil last year. He had old E.J. Newton over there talking about he was over there being visited by Lovie owls. And he said Lovie was sending the owls over at his house to spy on him. And he was over there doing voodoo and hoodoo. And he was creating ways for people to unalive people in the belly just by a word. And then we have Gigi, his E.J. Newton's counterpart, his ace in the hole, he thought. She put up, after their relationship went to the crack house, the craps, and she wasn't the golden goose that was able to marry Prophet Lovie Elias. She came out and did a whole documentary, and they tried to do like a takedown of Prophet Lovie. We're gonna get him. He don't marry me, I'll get him. Then she comes out that her documentaries didn't quite work, so he sued her and sued EJ. She come back with a countersuit. She's talking about essaying her and graping her and all these nefarious things. Christian Post picked it up. A lot of other content creators picked it up. And, Prophet Lovey was out here looking like a simp, like he, did something to the Gigi. Well, after Gigi puts all now she didn't say nothing about the essay stuff in her documentaries that she was posting. She didn't say any of that. But when it was time to get that lawsuit going, she came and she gave some additional information out that put Courtney in a seatbelt, Joshua. She wanna get up out of her seat. Put her in a seatbelt. Well, she all of a sudden when she put out this lawsuit against Prophet Lovey, she put a little yeast to the story. She fluffed it up a little bit. He did me so wrong. No more private jets, no more Ritz-Carlton stays, no more traveling around the country, no more giving you money to start your business and then you take the money and don't do nothing. No more of that. Now I'm going to say he assaulted me and I want cash. Well, saints, I'm here to tell you that the judge has thrown her case out. Dismissed her case. Said you can't sue somebody because in essence, you can't sue somebody for hurting your feelings when they yelled at you. You're going to have to provide to us some actual proof that what you're saying is legitimate. So unfortunately for Gigi, she's back to the drawing board. Now you got to remember, she's working with the same attorney as EJ Newton. It's like the whole Blackburn effect here. Now, Lovey's attorneys are putting sanctions against Gigi's attorney for this foolery that they have produced in the courts, and the judge is allowing for the sanction hearing to happen and for sanctions to continue to go. Oh, you stuck on the owls? Yeah, he said the owls. Lovey sent the owls over his house. And they was, recording his every move. Yeah, the owls. Who, them kind. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what I'm saying. These people get so deep and twisted in religion that they lose focus on God. They start getting so hocus pocus, and they start realizing that we're living in a real life. And you're not going to talk about no owls or watching over me. I thought you had the Holy Ghost. Where are these people's Holy Ghost? I can't stand all these people always being, talk about somebody put a spell on me. What? Get down on your knobby knees and ask God, beg God to endow you with the anointing and the Holy Ghost in the evidence. How about you grab the evidence of speaking in tongues? Because you need a little extra. You don't need the Holy Spirit. You need the Holy Ghost, because them ghosts are hovering over your house, you say, and they're taking over your being and they driving you crazy. I would have never came out on whose internet is it today? Let's give it to Solange. Let's give it to her. Internet to tell y'all that Joshua has put owls over the St. James estates, and them owls are watching me. It's supposed to be angels watching. Now the owls are watching. I would have never come out here to say that. Absolutely not. But these people get so caught up. They get so caught up in this, crazy religion stuff. Instead of being about God, it's about their religious dogma and craziness. I ain't got time for that. Listen, we got enough craziness going on in the world. I ain't got time for your religiosity. You said angels don't turn their head around. Owls do. Oh, he got to watch every move, huh? That's why he said the owls got to watch every move. You said, Gigi, just go take your rest, take your L, and walk away with grace. 666. My God. Oh, I tell you. So, I mean, and the thing about it, I mean, is it a win for right now for Lovie? Yeah, but who wants to be accused of anything like that? Once it's out there, yeah, you can say the judge can throw it out, but it's out there, and that's the part that sucks. Because some people will continue to think, she was taken advantage of. We have a few of her ministry heads in our chat that come around the St. James Show. Let her tell her story, let her write her book, let her do her documentary, let her be Gigi. Don't shush her. Y'all don't shush her. But what kills me about situations like this, and yes, we can deal with the power dynamic. We can deal with the pastoral and the lay person. We can deal with that aspect of it. And is that wrong? Yeah. But we have to start making people take responsibility and say, okay, I was even wrong as to push a relationship knowing that this particular person was who they are. Not giving that person any type of grace or any type of a way of escape. But I think we've lost the option of responsibility around these streets. Everybody is saying I was manipulated, and they throw that spiritual manipulation in, and they say something to get them off the hook. Or they say it really quick, oh yeah, I was wrong. Anyway, yeah, he treated me wrong. And yeah, no. Let's focus on your apology. Why were you wrong? Have you learned anything? And I don't think people have learned anything when they start just coming out and now throwing lawsuits because they didn't get a reaction that they wanted off of their videos. Now, EJ's still over there running his mouth, and he's losing by the day. So I don't know. I think EJ has just said, throwing it to the wind and saying whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I think he just don't care at this point, to tell you the truth. And that's on him. If he wants to sit out there and dig his ditch even deeper, then we're going to let him do that. Do whatever you're going to do. Dig your ditch. God bless you. Whatever. I did pin the link. If you would like to come up, please come up, be respectful. And you don't have to be on camera because I ain't on camera, so we good. If you'd like to support this program, please, the St. James Show at att.net for Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, and also $ChurchSector for CashApp. CashApp. And there is our PO box at the bottom if you would like to send any type of support via mail. All right. And the rest of it is scrolling at the bottom. So if you see it throughout the night, there you go. And right now we have the representative of the Gigi Rodriguez Ministries. I am Courtney Phillips. Welcome. How's the ministry going?
I'm over it, okay? I'm over it. I'm sick of this. First of all, okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to speak truth. She shouldn't have tried to sue him, all right? I'm with you when you're right. She shouldn't have done that. She should have just, like me and Leah coached her. We said, write a book, even do your little song.
Because it would have benefited her financially way more like that.
Yes.
Way more.
We told her that she was off to the right start. Then she went over there by Jennifer Weaver.
And
that's now here we are.
Weaver?
Jennifer yes.
Weaver.
No offense. Hey, girl. But, yeah. And so now
all she got was somebody to say, yes, you're hurt. Yes, go ahead and sue. And instead of really, I don't ever think she really tapped into the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't need, like I said, I don't know her, but from just her actions and what she was saying in her videos, it's like, I don't think you've really tapped into why you're here, Gigi. Why you're here at this point in your life.
I want to know who talked her into doing it.
They say EJ did. Oh. They say EJ did because they thought by doing that would make Lovie back down off of EJ.
No, you see, Sheridan went around there and got quiet.
Oh, I know. I'll talk about her later.
Oh.
Yes.
So, yeah, had I been cool with Sister Gigi, I would have said, "Girl, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it."
Right. And again, I mean, like I said, the dynamic, we've talked about this over and over again. We know that dynamic isn't right. We know that between pastor and a lay member. We know that.
Everybody agreed with that.
Yeah, and everybody agreed with that. But I think, like, again, me personally, I think there is still a level of responsibility that everyone has to take.
EJ,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, EJ and them lawyer over there grifting. This is a shame. EJ raised all that money.
So he's going for it. They Googled Lovie and said, bingo. And they said, we're going to go for it. And it's not working for them because, again, what I said, even about the tapes and stuff, you can have every receipt you think you have to win. But if you don't present it well in court, you're going to lose. And you can be telling the 100% truth. And that's what they're not understanding. Lovie is not in a fight on his own. He got the best attorney in Beverly Hills.
And bred so long that he can do this for a very long time.
Yeah.
And this is just unfortunate. I think that this, I'm saying it here, you heard it here first exclusively. I think this was, in fact, a shakedown, not necessarily by Gigi. I don't think she wanted anything. I think that she was hurt. This was her man. Don't do that. She didn't want no money because she could have gotten money. If we want to be honest, she could have gotten money on the side without even having to go through this. I don't think it was about money. Yeah. But, I
think if she would have played her cards right, I think you're right. She would have gotten money and she would have just went into La La Land, but she had EJ in her ear because EJ was desperate and he still is.
But Gigi didn't want money. Let's be clear.
She wanted him, and ultimately, definitely.
Right. She was in love with a man.
Yeah.
And that's who she wanted to be with. And he did not, unfortunately, choose her. And she chose to no longer be in that situation. And it was devastating to her. So, so that's what that was. But again, this whole lawsuit is very unfortunate. I just, I hate that she went that direction.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying regarding Marvin Sapp and these people coming out just running their mouth?
I'm glad you said it. Let me say this, and I didn't hear what was going on until you reported on it. But let me tell you something. As soon as that wife say I do and everything is official, she gonna clear all that out.
Oh, I hope so.
All that's gonna be cleared out like some time. It's gonna be cleared.
They gonna have to. He has a mess over there.
But okay, did you hear the recordings?
I heard a little bit of it, but to tell you the truth, I can't even tell you what was on it because I couldn't understand it. And I wasn't really intentionally listening. I was at my daughter's house and then I turned it on for a minute, but I really didn't hear. I can't tell you what was on it because I couldn't hear. It was really muffled or there was a weird sound. I don't know.
But to be honest with you, if you are Marvin Sapp and you're communicating with someone that's not a close friend of yours.
Yeah.
I know he is not that slow.
But I did listen to that guy. He was on there saying that Marvin would come out and apologize for certain things that he did, certain moves that he made that he shouldn't have made. So it's a possibility he did make some missteps and then apologize. But you have to watch that.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. Mm-hmm. So they were trying to say that he had some inappropriate dealings with the young lady that was his worship leader?
No, I don't think that was said. I think she was running around here alluding to something like that, possibly. Mm-hmm. Don't quote me, but I think that's what she was, because she said, according to what they were saying, that she said she was on assignment to come be the first lady. So
yeah. I hate it so bad. I hate it. Anybody that come to your church and say they're on assignment, kick them out immediately. Don't even let them join your church. Okay.
I mean,
I don't care what assignment it is. I'm on assignment to come pray for you.
No,
kick them out. Effective immediedly.
Right. Right.
If they say they're on assignment, it's some foolishness. Yeah. It's some fugazi, straight up.
They said they're shocked to hear you say it's a shakedown.
I know. We all? That's fine. Yes, and that's fine. Aren't we all? Things can be true at the same time. It's okay. I'm still rocking with my girl, but yeah, no, you know, look, because I'm so sick of between you and that Josh and a little bit of that Jesse. My brother be on the fence sometimes. I'm just gonna take accountability for all the women, okay? Whatever it is.
I understand your side, but I'll be like, some things are just so clear to me. It's like, are you serious?
No, it's over with. We're taking accountability for everything. So we take full accountability for Gigi trying to sue Lovey under false pretense. We take accountability for it. What else we need to take accountability for? This is what I'm here for.
That's what you
because I'm sick of it. Yes, I'm tired of hearing y'all's misogynistic mouth. So here we are.
I am not a misogynist. I am not him.
I know. Y'all have black women in your lives. Okay. Go ahead.
It's so touchy, and I hate that we have to be kind of tiptoe around the tulips around it, because we have to convince you guys that we are not misogynists. We love black women. We just have a statement that needs to be said. Jesus.
Let it rip. We gonna listen. We here for all of it. What else? Y'all don't like the sister girl stuff. What else we doing? We gonna take it. Okay, what else?
You know what? The sister girl stuff works in its place.
When does it work?
Works in its place. I mean, it gives us some act right every now and then.
Oh yeah, y'all do need that sister.
Yeah. We don't react unless it's a sister girl stuff.
But y'all don't want us to do it in public. Okay, got it.
Absolutely not. You be a lady in public. Come on now.
Okay, I'm with you. Yes. All right. Y'all hear that, ladies? This is how we doing it now. So yes.
And just for the record,
I'm going to bed.
Just for the record, you know, Lovey is ready to sue the mess out of Gigi, because she has said a lot of things. Oh, she's gonna put her name is gonna be on a lawsuit quicker than you can think.
Hold on, here come your counterpart Josh talking about speak for yourself, St. James. So he don't. He said he don't want it in private either. Duly noted. Okay. No sister girl, nothing. No rolling of the neck. Anything.
But tell me this. Okay, I'm just going to ask you this question again. Okay, Gigi came out, said he assaulted her, raped her. I mean, does he sit down and just allow for it just to be dismissed and not say or do anything to her?
Do what you have to do. I think that I'm with you. I think that
sexual battery is not, that's not like saying he hit me or just,
right. It's nothing to play with.
No.
So I think that she thought that that she was untouchable, that he wasn't going to sue her.
Yes.
So we're going to be honest about that. Her and Sheridan thought that they were untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we are. And I think he was trying to avoid doing that. He did not want to sue Gigi. I just know it. Based off of like his statements, his media statements that he made.
He
didn't want to do it.
He was going to let her just float out into whatever, and just go your way.
Yes.
Now you've committed a federal crime.
He was even letting her talk, letting her get it off her chest and everything. And then
he even said we had a relationship. He even said that. And then she came out and said he didn't acknowledge it. Girl, what did you want him to say? He boinked you? How many times? He said you had a relationship. There's no need to start describing a relationship outside of that. We get the picture. We get it.
He used the word relationship though, because I feel like he said something else.
No, I believe he said we had a.
You sure he didn't say like we was involved? Like no, not even that.
No, I believe he said relationship.
I feel like he used another adjective, but okay.
You think he said another? Okay, but it was a word that we all knew
equated to relationship.
Equated to a relationship. We all knew what it was. Hit the like button, everybody.
But what is the point? They were in covenant, Josh. But I don't understand what is the point in him acknowledging publicly that he was with you? We saw the pictures. Everybody believed Gigi. Everybody believed her.
He's not going to come out here and say I didn't have any kind of relationship. And she got pictures of her on an airplane together, text message.
Now you know what they'll say though.
What?
They'll say situation. Thank you, Nicole. So he'll be like, we weren't in a relationship, we were friends. You know how men do it.
He did not. He acknowledged it fully though. He acknowledged it. And I don't know what else she wanted. She wanted that whole little press conference that he did to be strictly about her.
I don't know.
I think that's what she wanted. She wanted it to be strictly. He didn't focus on her enough. It was too much on EJ. No, I'm telling you, I can feel it and I see it in the spirit.
I'm gonna tell you, like I told Josh, that's just gas. You had some Taco Bell earlier today. But
no, I'm serious. Yeah. I think because when she came out with the video, she was like downing him, and I'm like, what do you mean? I mean, he acknowledged it. So what more can he say? He's laid the foundation and opened up the way. What more can he do?
Come on. We are so church.
Yes, and preach.
Man.
But seriously, and so you come out, since he didn't acknowledge you enough, you come out and commit a federal crime by saying he assaulted you.
Now, I don't recall hearing that, but I believe
it's in the documents.
Oh, it's the documents. Okay.
It's in the documents. I read them. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
The courts have them, Gigi.
Dang, I hate that. I hate that so bad. I really do. I don't like that.
So her and Sheridan.
Sheridan quiet. I'm like, I haven't seen any exposés.
It's not looking good for neither of them.
Dang, just go and leave Sheridan alone.
You can't do that to people and expect. And you talk about the poor man's wife and children.
What did you say? Courtney very forgetful on this topic.
Oh, and you don't remember nothing. Oh, I don't recall that. I don't think she said that. No,
I'm in agreement with y'all tonight, and y'all not used to it. So anything y'all can pick on, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take it all. I can carry the weight. Thank you.
She has no recollection. Oh, we got the recollection on paper. Don't worry about it.
I hate that though so bad. I hate the fact that EJ is wrapped up in this lawsuit as well, because you got your family to think about.
That's what my biggest deal is. And he's already in a feud with his ex-wife and those children. Why are you putting your children through this extra step of you can't hold your tongue, take your L, and figure out how to just live your life on your own without disrupting Lovie's life?
And your wife. And your wife is walking through this with you.
Yeah.
You know how, oh my God, that's litigation is no joke. It is taxing. It is expensive.
Yes.
Like,
why would you put yourself through it? And that's my reason by my commentary tonight. It's not shade. It's not anything like that, Jives. It's why even put yourself in an area that can potentially get you sued.
listen, Erica, I'm not fighting with these men tonight. I'm giving them what they want. Yes, you're right. What else?
No,
What more do you want from me?
she's being submissive tonight, Erica.
Yes, I'm being submissive. What else y'all need? Next, I gotta call y'all daddy. What else? I mean, all of it. I'm giving them all the stops. I'm gonna try it for a couple of days and see how.
Yeah. Well, you know what they're doing down there at the courts. You know, Gigi and the attorney. They said, you know, as soon as they was about to get dismissed, they claimed the judge was being biased. Didn't somebody else try that up there in? Somebody else tried that up there in Philadelphia. That didn't work.
You know what?
Yeah, she put it that the judge is being biased. No, you can't cry bias when there's bigger dogs in the match than you got.
If I sued the men, never mind. It's okay. That's all right.
You would live in court. Are you saying you would live in court?
I've been in court a couple of times, you know.
Oh my goodness.
This is crazy. And you know, bless their hearts. Somebody has to stop. And I guess Loby is gonna put a stop to all of this. And I hate that. Stop.
Yeah, because you know, you put out, you do a federal crime and say he did all this, and they throw it out. Now you're saying the judge is biased and all that. So who needs to stop these people? These people have to be stopped from doing these frivolous lawsuits. They have to be. Because if you let it fly, and the people, well, she ain't got no man. Well, she had enough unction to file this bogus lawsuit.
Gigi, girl, all we told you to do was just write your books. You could have did a conference. You could have been preaching with your pastor. We would have supported all of that, and not this lawsuit, girl. We don't support this
because of who you are, woman. Who's
Vicky Yowie?
Vicky, she running around here talking about. See, she doing.
What does she do?
You'll tell her story in a minute about that Taylor.
We don't want to hear that mess. We heard it when it was going on. We don't care no more. I promise you, we don't.
Don't. But she's still running around here saying it. You know, she doing it. I can't hit the lead.
I can't carry on after midnight.
That's right. Go to bed.
Listen to your husband. Submit. Nah, submit. I'm playing.
Submissive. Yeah. But yeah, so you know, it's these courts are just. I think so. Who said that? Sean said the courts are just tired of the saints. They are. The courts are really tired of the saints.
The courts are tied up with legal matters involving the saints. Is crazy to me.
You know, I was in my class today at the members only class, and we were still learning about Bishop Mason. Now we into the structure of, you know, only got one more class left too, y'all.
Oh, wow. Okay, then. Come on, graduation.
I only got one more class left. But they were talking about how Mason was in court back in the day fighting over the name of Church of God in Christ and some other stuff. Fighting over constitutional stuff of the church and that. So, and I told her, I was like, she said, yeah, I said, and they still are in court.
Yeah.
The Church of God in Christ is still in court.
They are.
So they were in court way back in C.H. Mason days, and they still are in court. Yeah. That's a shame. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Well,
yeah, EJ really played them. He played Sheridan, he played Gigi, and now, you know, their attorney is getting sanctioned this coming Friday.
Who?
Their attorney, Gigi's attorney, for the frivolous lawsuits they're filing. Yeah.
This
so
is a mess.
Yeah, but it has to be, and he's on there just talking, and the only way he gets any views is if he puts Lovy's face in it, in the thumbnail. The only way he gets views.
And he's still trying that. We don't even you don't even have anything new to say.
Don't have absolutely nothing to say because you done said it all. You got all the voodoo recordings that you done said. There was the owls have visited you. There's absolutely no. You haven't had a relationship with him since you've been talking, so you don't have anything new to talk about that he did.
You've lost members. You've lost money.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all shared.
Was it worth it?
Even Sheridan, they all use the same attorney. Doesn't that?
Why?
You know that's just not right, right? You know, it sounds like a setup in a cold-hearted. You know, like they were in cahoots.
Let me say this. Let's say, and Lovie, I'm not saying this, okay, but let's say you were sending the owls and doing everything else. I mean, what? Y'all, come on. The fight is over. Just let it go. If he want to send owls, if he want to go up to the mountain and talk to the little midget angels, let that man do what he do.
How is it affecting you?
Like, let God handle it.
Yeah. But they know that African stuff, they don't play with that voodoo stuff. And if you can put that on an African preacher, you can damage their ministry. Because that's one thing they don't play with in Africa.
Right.
And EJ knew that. So he had to try to drill that. But when I think he went real off when he started talking about them owls. I mean,
Son, how am I trying, girl? I mean, right is right, for real. Like, I know I'm clowning and carrying on, but come on, like, it's enough. You've been in litigation it's been over a year, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so.
You're draining resources from other people. You've maxed your resources out. Now you're draining resources from other people because you claim that you want the freedom to be able to speak against this man in his ministry. And what people don't understand is, yes, you can have your opinion, you can say certain things, but when you're just beating it in the ground, and you're trying to really tear someone's ministry up because of how you feel or your dealings with the situation, then it's like you don't understand that your intent is foul.
Right.
You're not trying to save people from the owls and whatever else and the midget angels. You're not trying to save people at this point.
You're trying to damage the character of that person.
Yes. So had him, Gigi, Sheridan, anybody else wanted to come out, had they just came out, shared their story, and let it be done and moved on about their way. Listen at me sounding like SJ, but it's the truth. Had they just done that, then there wouldn't be this drainage of resources that could be going towards something else.
Yeah.
EJ could.
Your sound went out. Where'd you go?
Okay, just say that moved again. On.
Your sound went out a minute. You said EJ was the first.
Oh, my sound went out.
What was the first thing you said about EJ?
I said, had EJ said his piece and went on about his business, he would still have a ministry that could potentially be thriving.
Right. Because again, he had a following. People were following him. But let me tell you something. People are not going to continue to follow when your ministry is attacking another pastor.
No.
That's why people aren't going to continue. They'll listen. But they're not going to support like content creators who attack other content. They're listening for the key, but the real support, like in growth and in, really having people really listen to you and listen, that's not going to grow.
No, because how much spiritual growth would you actually have when people are coming to church to hear about owls and the occult and all of this? Like, I'm not trying to
bedroom,
say, and I'm not trying to say that he's one range, but on social media, that's what it's giving.
That's what it's given. Yeah. And if that's what you want to build, that's what he built his platform on, because nothing he was saying before that was getting him any views.
No one is staying around for that, right? Lovie got you views. Lovie I'm gonna say this,
everybody.
Lovey helped you to develop your ministry by throwing resources at you, including people resources.
That's right. People who probably didn't even want to help him.
Hello.
But because
because of the love for Lovey,
they went over there and helped him.
Lovey lifted you up.
I don't know how much money.
Yes. We seen it with our own two eyes. Lovey took him on the road, all of these things. And so it's like, come on, dude, you could have shared your story. It was very entertaining, about including with the recordings about the midget angels and all of that. That was very entertaining. We really enjoyed it. I know I did.
Right.
We laughed. We had a good kiki out of that.
Now, we didn't believe none of it, but we enjoyed it.
Well, I don't know. We side-eyed Lovey for a minute. All of that. We did all of that. And now it's done.
Yeah.
Gigi, we believed everything. We read your text messages. We believed it, even though St. James said it was AI. But hey, come on.
But
you know how he do it.
I did say
everything is AI.
I laughed about the AI, and I say it could be cut and paste, because that's possible too. Take what you said.
People don't show the whole conclusion of the matter. We know that,
they
right?
They show what they want to.
They'll give you the cliff notes.
Yeah.
That sides more in their favor. So we know that to be true, right?
Yeah.
But everybody believed her. I didn't hear anybody say that they didn't believe her. Right. So once you saw that people believed you, then you could have started writing your book, get you some journals, start selling journals for women that's going through emotional healing.
Earrings, are they still selling?
The tariffs in China. That. Tariffs in China
that didn't even work going. For you, baby. The earrings didn't even.
But that's work. Okay, Gigi. I got you, because I got some earrings coming. So there's that.
Oh, the Home Shopping Network earrings. Oh my goodness. I was so embarrassed when I went to that site and seen them. I said, is this what you're selling? This gold-plated silver?
Don't do that. Oh. She tried to flip it, but she should have just really listened to me and Leah, because we were steering in the right direction. She would have been preaching conferences right now. She could have had a whole healing conference.
She would have been over there Evolve,
period. You'd have been up at Evolve with Sarah and them. All of that. But you had the wrong people in your ear, and now you send them in court looking crazy.
Yeah.
Just, no, girl.
They committed federal crimes and then got an attorney, and his thing is he got that first 50 grand that they raised. So he said, ooh, let me do some more. You got some more? People don't want to come through? Now he over there getting sanctioned. Okay.
Listen, we would have bought the book. If you would have told it all in the book, we would have bought the book just to read it. We still would have rocked with Lovey, though, because, Lovey is a likable guy.
Yeah.
Quite all gas, no break.
All gas, no right. But you know what?
They won't.
I think that was a big deal too with EJ. Lovey has the look, the charisma, and the talent and the anointing to do what he does. And he's automatically kind of going to get people to attract to him. Just the way he looks. He's going to get. I mean, I used to hear this from what was his name? The white boy I used to go to his church sometime.
Bryant
Ash. And, that was the first thing that he preached. He said, always, it doesn't matter what you say. It's what you, in the beginning, he says, you can get the people by how you present yourself to them. That's how you get the people. And they'll sit there and they'll determine if they're going to sit and listen to you according to how you look. A lot of times. Now, if you don't have that type of thing, you got to work a little hard. Poor EJ had a struggling teeth, struggling hair, struggling beard. I mean, and that really high soprano voice. It just is not anything that's,
But he still could have. He could have. He was doing a little something even when he broke away from Lovey.
But that's because of the Lovey influence.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Hey,
that man said he had a house in Miami on the water. That's not cheap.
No.
EJ was doing all right. So I mean,
Yeah.
But I hate this. I just wish it would stop because it's just not even worth it, to be honest.
I think he has to sit home at night and just say, you know what, I really messed this up. And I don't think he said messed it up either.
I know it. If I was his wife, I'd be looking like, bro,
why haven't you
got me
drop this bag here? We could have been Revelation Miami.
Period. Come on, St. James.
That's what I would have been. I would have been. We Revelation Miami. Bishop is coming through because Bishop gonna come through with about 50 grand. That's so stupid.
St. James, he could have been over there in his Lovey gear. He could have had him some boots with the heels on and walking around, and everybody talking about prophesy, all that. All that. He could have had all that.
Good. Yeah, but Veron taught that. He said, that's why Veron was an immaculate dresser. His closet was crazy. When I used to see his closet, I said, Veron, I
never seen him dressed like that. I've always seen him in his priestly garb.
Clergy and stuff. He would always go. He reminded me of Edwin because Edwin Hawkins was a shopper. He had the best of the best. He loved to go when he go out of the country. He would have some of the best. Now Donald Lawrence is like the shopper of shoppers. But Veron Ash was that way. When I went into one of his closets, his main closet, he had that stuff color coded. Gucci was here, Prada was there. I mean, it was color coded. But he always was a proponent of looking the part. Now, come to find out, later on in life, that's for Patreon, but we'll do a Patreon. Remind me.
Man, you say that. Man, I'm so over it. Because you ain't going to do a Patreon till 20 years from now.
No,
we're going to forget.
It'll be this week. So make sure y'all join Patreon, the St. James Show. But, that was one of his main things. And it is so true. But see, Lovey but you got to remember his wife, like she worked in the fashion industry, and they just got back from Milan. And I mean, come on now.
They living a best life.
Yeah. And these people around here they got regrets. They running around here with regrets.
I would be pissed off too. I would.
You better make the right decision during your pissed
off. I'm not gonna sue you. I'm just gonna write it in a book.
While you pissed off, you better make the right decision.
I'm doing a book. I'm doing journals. And I'm doing my women's conference. That's how that goes.
Yep. See, Honey Love, she was there. She said, Lovey, yeah.
Listen,
with that.
That's
suit.
The starter kit.
When Lovey sat down in that suit, y'all was done, right?
Listen. Do you hear me? Cleared it.
I told Lovey, you did it, brother. You sat down in that suit. Your stylist, they did. But you know what? My thing is, when you're at that level, you just can't come on and sit down and talk. Right. You really have to think about what you're going to do, what you're going to say. How do you want to be portrayed? How does the message need to be delivered? And that starts from what you got on and how you sit and these people, they want to say, well, he's not spiritual and that was just an act. No, y'all got into the pig pen. Y'all got into this. So he ain't going to get into the pig pen. He going to look down at the pig pen and be better,
Okay.
You can't tell them how to fight. You can't pick a fight and then tell somebody how to fight. You can't. Sorry.
Right.
You just can't do it. So, in that watch. Oh, yeah, that watch. Yeah, that's right. He had that watch. You know what he was doing.
Oh, yeah, that watch was nice. See?
But yeah, so, they want to run around and they would love for, if she wants to come back, see, and she can come back and bring her case because he did it with prejudice. That means they can come back, right?
Don't come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Do not come back.
But see, that attorney, if he knows what's good for him, he will go somewhat under a rock.
Period.
That's what he should do because you cannot file these frivolous lawsuits. All three frivolous. I think Sheraton and Gigi's was a lawsuit. I think EJ was sued by Lothey. But I think there may be a counterclaim or whatever that EJ's trying to do. I don't know. I didn't really get that deep into it. I have to check that out. But you can't just claim these crazy stuff and then want to put it in court and expect no one to say anything about it. When she went through the essay and all that other stuff, that's when she crossed the line. That's when she crossed the line.
I can't believe she did that. But...
Yeah. You met when you were 19. I think I may have been... Honey love, I actually may have been around the same age when I met Veron.
I'm about to say y'all probably the same age.
Huh? I may have been around 19 or 20. When
you was 25 when you met. No. You was 30.
I hadn't even had my baby. So I had to be 19, 20 when I met Veron Ash. Yeah.
How old was he when he passed?
Oh, that is a good question. I would have to ask ChatGPT that. I don't. Let me see. Let me ask that question. All right. How old was Prophet Veron Ash when he passed away? Let's see. See what it says.
ChatGPT said who?
Now they spelled Veron wrong, so I may have to put back in.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh no, then they came. He was only 45.
No.
2014. I knew he wasn't old.
Did he pass from cancer or something like that?
I would have to research that and tell you on Patreon.
Okay. Well, let me write that down. You terrible. Let me.
I know how he died.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah. 45. They said that was very, very young, and he had such a powerful net. Mm-hmm. I think Veron was old. He was before his time.
Absolutely,
it was too much for the Pentecostal church.
But I'm so grateful for people like Bishop Long that gave him their their global platform to expose us to him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They said cancer. That was the ultimate. Yeah. No, Mark said I was.
All right, Mark, you taking notes? Come on.
It's a very, it's definitely, we definitely talk about it in Patreon because,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But so tell me your thought before we get out of here. Tell me your thought on this Jamal Bryant stuff.
Can I be frank? That's my new word now. So,
how about can you be Frida? No, just like
Frida, right? Listen, I share the same sentiments that you said. I hate the fact that we are like this as Black people.
Yeah.
Why can't we come together? Girl, you knew you wasn't gonna, you knew you didn't have the influence to do what he has done.
And you know that.
And
that's
the
crazy part. Yeah. Would have never walked into the doors.
No.
She would have never walked into the doors of Target.
Period.
They wouldn't have let her in. And
no meeting.
Yeah.
He took it to the next level because from my understanding of what was said on the platform was that she was just trying to just do it there in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
But he took it to the next level and made this thing nationwide.
That's why I don't get why she can't see that. Is her disdain for Jamal has her blocking that whole greater vision out of her mind?
But there are a ton of Jamal haters, and I can't understand it, y'all. We got 2 + 2 is 4, man. We can't keep doing this. I understand that you may not like certain things that Jamal has done, but we have to give credit where credit is due. Jamal is doing the work out here in the streets. He is using his influence for good, and I can't understand why we cannot, as a people, rally around that.
And have to find the negative in it. Oh, he got that done, but he got money off of it. He got a kickback. And it's like, can't even take the
kickback. We don't even know how much money Jamal has invested in private.
Yeah.
For this, because marketing is not free. Publicity is not free. Everywhere that this message has spread out, things cost money. And although, yes, he may be able to leverage his notoriety, there are still certain things like, come on. And then, like I said on Sean's platform, y'all, this man and his new wife gets death threats every day, so much so that they have to invest in security around the clock.
Wow.
This is not a game for them. So while y'all sitting up talking about Jamal got kickbacks and y'all on the Jamal hater bandwagon club, whatever this is, I need y'all to stop and really critically think, y'all.
Yeah.
I know we pick on him about wanting clout and all that stuff like that. That's fine and good, but y'all, he's out here doing the work.
And would you agree that clout chasing is necessary in certain aspects? I mean, it is just necessary with things like this, because if you don't have any clout of any area, you don't have influence.
I was just about to say that. Influence is currency.
Yeah.
Influence will get you into rooms that you could not normally walk in. Let's be honest here. That young lady, okay, I'm really finna blow y'all's mind in this chat. That young lady did the sister girl thing, and she and I add more to it. But no, for real, she was I bet you guys would love to hear that. But it's
he woke up for a minute. He'll type in a minute.
I mean,
yeah.
Come on. How embarrassing is that? And Target is sitting back looking like, okay, Black people can't even come together. Now, let's be clear. We're not going to act like the civil rights movement was peaches and cream. We're not going to do that.
Right.
There has always been infighting amongst Black people. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But this right here is ridiculous. And you talking about you don't trust Jamal for what? He has nothing to gain from this or from you.
You're afraid what are you afraid he's going to take from you?
Right.
You know?
What is he taking from you? What is it that you are trying to accomplish that you feel like shine?
Yeah.
I hope you wasn't just wanting shine. We have to, as a people, sometimes we have to sit back and we have to think about the greater good.
Yeah.
What was the whole point and purpose of this thing? And if at least one thing got accomplished, Jamal got two things accomplished.
Yeah.
But if one thing would have gotten accomplished, you would have done something for the people. And that's a start. It's just a starting point.
Yeah. And it's not even, he didn't get everything that was requested. Things are not, done. We're still in a fight. As long as we live in here and we got this president, some other thing, we're in an even more deeper fight than we were 5-6 years ago. So yeah, go ahead. I'm
going to say this in closing.
Go ahead.
I remember Carrie and Jamal was having an interview with each other or something like that. I think he was asking her questions or whatever the case may be. And he brought up the fact that she mentioned to him that I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of, are you sure you are called to this? Because you're my life is at risk now because I'm connected to you.
Yeah. Right.
And he was saying that he was guilty of for so long. He'd been single for so long and he's been doing this thing for so long that he wasn't even really thinking about his life. Come on, y'all. We got to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when she realized that he's called to this thing and she decided to be in covenant with him, then she's called to it too.
Right.
This is serious. This is serious business for these people because it's a calling.
And to hang it up because you don't like someone's personality. You don't like the way how they move. I mean, you can't hang your conclusion on them because of that. Would you please tell us something that he's done to hinder the movement, and we'll consider it?
He hasn't stolen any money from any organization that we know of, right?
Right.
He hasn't done anything nefarious. So it's like, what are we talking about here? But that young woman has messed herself up.
Yeah. And you know, I'm just so afraid of what she's going to say on Larry Reed's tomorrow. It's like, why are you okay? And somebody was saying how Roland Martin was like very good, because Roland doesn't want to seem like the guy that's beating up the black woman.
Because Roland probably really wanted to let her.
Oh, he wanted to lay her out
all the way, all the way through there.
Yeah,
he would have had all the men standing up clapping. But you know,
sometimes you got to let people just talk.
Exactly.
You just got to let people talk.
But you know what we're going to do in this season? As I come to my Baptist close. What we're going to do in this season is we're going to take accountability for our actions.
Come on now.
Look, y'all like that kind of carrying on.
Come on now. Listen up, Gigi, Sheridan, and the rest. Come on, listen up, Nakima. Y'all listen to Prophetess Courtney. All right? Come on now.
That's what we're going to do.
She's overseer over here at the Black section. I'm glad you said that, Courtney, but because that's important.
Mm-hmm.
That's important.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
What is it going to hurt us to take it?
Yeah. That's so good. And again, it's like, I don't want, these people were so harsh in my post today. Some of them are so horrible. And I guess I'm getting a check from New Birth. Okay, please let me know when it's coming through.
Your check cleared.
Please let me know when Jamal has deposited the check.
Okay, come on.
As Armand Wiggins would say, deposit the check. The check.
I like that little song.
I'm sorry, I just can't sit around and get on bandwagons for clicks and views.
No,
I can't do that.
No,
I have to be sensible.
Mm-hmm.
And if this platform only caters to the sensible and the analytical people who sit here and analyze and actually think about what we're talking about, and not always looking for the negative spin of someone doing something good, then this probably won't be the platform for you, because I just don't think that we have to focus on always the negative of what someone is doing. If someone had, let me tell you this, if Patrick Wooden, if he came and he was doing something that was good, I'm not going to keep on bringing up what he said or did bad. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on what he did. And if it seems to be coming from a pure heart, I'm going to leave it there and leave my judgment to myself and not try to spew it out to the public. These folks sit on this post and like this video, they're going to run this video up. You know, I'll leave it if it's respectful. If it's disrespectful, you won't see, you go back and your comment is gone. Even if it's against something that I said, that's fine. Just do it respectful. But I'm still looking at you guys like going, are you really going to be the contrarian all the time?
And another thing, I'm glad you, I felt something rise up in me. I'm glad you said that. Let me say this. Everybody has an opinion, whether we like it or not, right? Everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
We must, especially at least on this platform, and the ones that are adjacent to this, like the branch offs, like me, Jesse, Josh, Sean, all of us. Like, you gotta respect the fact that everyone is not a monolith over here. We don't think the same, and it helps us to be critical thinkers.
Right.
That's the part. We're not over here just being dumb.
You
see what I'm saying?
Wind of doctrine.
But I'm gonna tell y'all flip-floppers this too. Because y'all be in the comments, some of y'all, for entertainment. purposes only, because you really be agreeing for real.
You be agreeing.
Even though you contrary.
Yeah, yes.
I was going to try to hold this for tomorrow night, but since I'm here,
talk.
Since the church is here.
Yeah, talk.
You be in the comments talking about you full of crap and all of this and that and the third, and then you turn around and you really be like, I really enjoy what you have to say. Like, y'all, come on. Stop it. This is not that platform. We can agree to disagree. You can agree. Even if St. James may say something that may sound misogynist.
It may have a little undertone. That don't mean that.
If you're a woman and you agree with that, that's fine.
Yeah.
No one is here to judge that. We're here to have a critical conversation.
Yeah. And
to think critically. That's it. That's all. So the flip-flop is not necessary. Go ahead.
But let's take that into, the conversation. It's like, this is what, and then when you don't have those good, proper conversations, you get the catastrophe that's going on at Chosen Vessel.
Come on.
Because you have, you're not having those mature conversations. You have people who are just looking to be disagreeable. You have people who are looking for the fight. They're looking, and that's when you have crap that's going on. And we take that church mess and we bring it to the social media, and we just continue the whole, down spiral of disunity. And
let me say this about dishonor. I ain't mean to cut through you. Especially if you are in ministry, if you operate on any capacity in ministry, if you're found on other people's platforms, and I don't know, I'm just talking, okay, because I didn't see this happen, but based upon what you said, if you're in ministry and you're playing recordings and you're recording conversations, you might as well find something else to do, because no one is going to hire you at their church.
No, they don't want you to do praise and worship. They don't want you to preach, because I wouldn't let you do an Easter speech on April 5th. I wouldn't let you do anything.
Nothing
in my church.
You're not reading the scripture at nobody's funeral. Nothing.
No.
You're not passing out bulletins at the door.
You're not to be trusted.
Period.
Because you don't have emotional intelligence.
Bottom line. That is crazy.
Yeah. I was listening and I'm like, this, and that's what I was saying. I was like, if you're in ministry, you should, and if Pastor Sapp or Bishop Sapp had asked you to be quiet, and you refuse to be quiet because I'm the same of I'm defend. Your pastor don't need a defender. Jesus is the great defender.
Come on.
So we think, but we use that to be messy. We use that to be, just to get some attention. You don't need to defend your pastor, because what you're doing is making it worse for your pastor. You really
I don't understand that, but okay. Because I don't know what happens. I don't understand. You're playing recordings to defend your pastor?
Yeah, I guess about what somebody else said or so. I don't know.
Either way, that's disgusting. What those
recordings were about. I guess they were about. I don't know what they were about.
But the fact that you're playing them is mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
I don't care what it's about. I don't care if it's about somebody's hit dog.
Yeah.
Why are you playing recordings? Like, come on, y'all.
Why are you giving them to bloggers to play?
Y'all better stop. I heard you say this earlier. These pastors are suing.
Yes, they are.
There's a suing spirit out here in the land.
They are. They're getting their starching they back from other people, and they're just taking it there. They haven't, they're just putting a little sue pot on to the side.
Y'all. And like you said earlier, St. James, and you don't want your resources tied up in this foolishness. Be for real. We are living in uncertain times. It is great for some and it's terrible for others.
Yeah.
You don't want your resources tied up, or even if you don't have resources, you don't want to have a lawsuit hovering over you until it's paid, a judgment.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Tasha K, pure example over there. Now she got a GoFundMe up, something she said she would never do. She said she would never do it.
because she need that stuff moved away from her so that she can be freed up to do some things.
And just because she got the $20,000 to pay a month, why would you want to pay Cardi B $20,000 a month?
For clicks and views?
For clicks and views?
Was it worth it?
Oh, no. Not whatsoever. No.
Like, we gotta stop. There's reality outside of this space.
There is.
And you better know it. When people send you that paperwork, that's your reality call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whether you think it's real or not, it's a reality call. It is a reality check. It is. It is. And I it's like we're imploring you. We implore thee.
Stop imploring these people. Don't tell them nothing. That's what I tell my kids.
Ain't gonna tell you that. Keep on. Keep on.
I tell my daughter, don't tell her nothing.
And I think some people think they don't have anything that's going to be no. I don't want, like you said, I don't want it hovering over my head. I don't want it. I don't want to have to respond to court.
You don't want to miss opportunities because of things like this. You are thinking about now, and you're not thinking about your future.
The future. Yeah.
You don't realize how one thing could affect another thing, and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about right now and your proof and your receipt, which means nothing to the judge.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And the fact that you tell the truth, you may be telling the truth, but the problem is that intent.
The intent
every time.
The truth that you so-called truth you told. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's right. Yeah.
So I went to church today, so I got a little something.
Oh, me too. We had a good service today. We had a good service today. Yeah.
But in the words of Funky, that's all I got. I ain't got no more.
That's all you got. But I was just thinking, I was like, dang, they in Fort. I said, that's how they do it in Fort Worth. They're just wilding out.
Man, but that's okay, because when that wife come through, the order is gonna be set, baby. Do you hear me telling you right now?
Something is gonna have to change over there. I mean,
the order is set.
Overhaul.
The set woman is there. The order is set. The first lady is here.
First lady elect, as they say.
Oh, the house will be cleared out.
I was over there at the Winans today. Nothing much. They had the youth singing.
I need Lisa to go on and be the pastor.
Oh, she would have a fight, but yeah.
Fight with who? Who are we fighting with?
I think those other elders would want put that position.
We don't care. Lisa, she can preach. She can sing.
She is a triple threat over there right now. She really is. She's a triple threat.
We love when she comes and fills in. We love it.
Mm-hmm. And let's take it here. Let's take it here. You know, when he has them follow her around and shake. She's showing that pastoral.
Come on, I see it. I see it.
Now I see what she's doing.
Come on.
So she can sing, she can preach.
She may not necessarily want to be tied down like that, but let's say that hypothetically, let's dream for a second that she would inherit the church. She would allow the other elders to preach because she don't want to be there every Sunday because she still wants to sing.
Right.
So y'all will still have a chance. Y'all need to support and rally behind her. I know she don't want to pastor it for real though.
I know she probably, but you know, I think about her late husband in their church that they had. It's like, was she stifled that bad? Because she should have had a dynamic ministry over there.
I feel like this will be different for her if this were to happen this way. Mm-hmm. This is different. I see it being different for her. Like even when she comes and speaks and, you know, things of that nature is different. It doesn't appear to be the same. It's probably, it's work, but it's probably not as hard as a startup. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But things are in place. So she wouldn't have to work so hard. You know, you don't understand. In them small churches, you do a lot of work. Man.
Do you hear me?
A lot of work.
You the usher, you the preacher, you all the things, the bulletins, everything.
Social media.
All of it.
Yeah.
That's hard
Vanessa
work.
was there singing like a couple Sundays ago. I put the video up on this page, I believe. She was that was a couple Sundays ago. She was there. Vanessa,
So yeah,
but
so we thank God for Lisa. Lisa has been a tremendous help. Look, I act like I'm a member of the church, but she has been
they
added
had
value.
some new members join today. You know what I liked? What they did, and I don't know. I guess they asked, but they announced the new members, and then they said Bishop Bryant said, and they'll be assigned to the youth and the choir, or the youth and the usher board and the media team. Yeah.
Wait, say what now?
So the new members, they introduced the new members. I guess they got through their new members courses.
Okay, they graduating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were getting their certificates tonight at the 3:00 service, and he was saying their names and then saying what department they've been assigned to.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think that's really good. Just instead of just letting. First of all, if I don't close my think process to going to members class, even if you've been in church all your life, you go to new church, because you really do have to figure out, are you really there for today? Or are you just there passing time? And I think if you go through at least the it does put a more of an investment, and you don't want to just come there and then leave tomorrow. You're pretty much invested if you do sacrifice to go to the members' classes.
But not only that, you learn the culture of the church.
And you do learn the culture.
Because each church has a different culture. So I don't care if you've been in church for 50 years. I've been in church my whole life. I still needed to go through discipleship class because this church's culture is different from the other ones that I've been to. You see what I'm saying? So that makes sense.
And then you won't be trying to go there as especially leaders like we are. Then you're not going there trying to change stuff. You're trying to get the culture and trying to be, put yourself into it instead of thinking that you're going to, because a lot of people, and this is what pastors do, they see somebody with leadership skills, or they're past a leader from another church, and they put them right to work.
Listen,
and it's like you're
and it's a mess.
Your ministry,
because you also need to learn the doctrine of the church. What does this church believe? Before I joined the church that I'm at now, I went to like a Bible study or to one of their discipleship classes before I connected to see if the doctrine was in alignment with what I believe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you go to some of these churches and you don't really know what they believe without being involved. Because Sunday mornings, I'm going to say this, Sunday mornings are, I'm going to say this and then you can clean it up behind me, but Sunday mornings are really seeker friendly. They're really not entertainment, but you understand what I'm saying.
Occasion, they really are. They're not really for
the meat of the matter. You need to go, you need to be at Bible study, or you need to be at like these classes. You need to take the classes.
Do you have small groups that people have? Small groups.
Yes.
You go to your small group or what have you. That's really the church when it comes down to it. Yeah.
That's when you really see what your local church is all about. Not on a Sunday morning. You're not going to get it there. I promise you that.
Everybody got their best faces on and they trying to collect the good offering.
Right. But not only that, but that's just a screenshot.
Yeah.
Into what it really is. You really need to like dive in there, get in there and really see what's going on so that you know what you're connecting with.
Yeah. And you don't want to, as bloggers, as content creators, and my pastor even had a concern, will I say something that's going to embarrass him or the church?
Right.
And I had a conversation with him this past week. We met and, I reassured him, I think about what I say now, even more. I don't just say it. I think about what I say and I put a little, intention to it. So I'm not out here on my own, and I don't ever want to be out here on my own, because if you're out on your own, you're liable to do anything.
Come on. If you're not accountable to somebody,
I gotta be accountable to somebody, because I found myself drifting away Courtney. I found myself saying anything and everything. It doesn't matter. I didn't, and I didn't want to be a church basher and a pastor basher.
That's good.
I'm not kissing a behind, but I didn't want to be a basher because I didn't want to come out and happy. I want to be accountable where I'm going to think about what I'm saying because someone else is counting on me to be accountable. Yeah.
Let me say something, especially if, like, for instance, you may not be serving right now at your church, but you're known. People know you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so you can't be out here just acting any old kind of way out here in these streets, knowing that you don't know where somebody is and who's watching you.
Right. Right.
And so now your brand is connected to your church.
It is. And not only is it connected to my church, it's connected to the Church of God in Christ in a way.
In a larger capacity.
Yeah. So even when I had the conversation with Sheard, I guaranteed him, I said, I'm not going to embarrass you.
Yes.
And I said that to him because I don't want to do that. I don't want to embarrass him. I don't want to embarrass the church, but I will speak truth to power, but there is a way to do it. There's a way to do it. And when you are disconnected, you will find yourself connecting with any strange thing. If I'm connected to the foundation, connected to the wall, I'm going to stay on that wall.
And here's the thing too. When you are connected, it brings forth a certain standard.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When you're not connected or you choose not to connect, you have no standard. Anything goes.
You say it, you do it, anything. And I don't want to be that type of, I just can't be. It's not good for me. It's not good for my family. It's not good for, the community that I be a part of. And it's just not good. It's just not good.
I don't think people realize when you connect, like how many things are connected to you, and you have to be mindful of your appearance on social media. You have to be mindful of what you even say on social media. Like I implore you, those who are in the comments, just think about it for a moment. Outside of your family, what is your face connected to? So like if they see you, do they see Greater St. John Baptist Church? When they see you, do they see whoever you work for because they know you work over here at said place? Like you don't just represent yourself a lot of times, even though you may think that you're nobody, don't nobody really know you, all that. Just think about it. Something, someone, a place is connected to your representation every day. And if we walk around being mindful of that, we would steer clear of a lot of the foolishness.
What is my exclusive? I don't know. We'll have to talk that up. We got to figure that out. Yeah, we have to figure that out. But yeah, I appreciate that. Good word, Courtney. I think, and I hate that some people will probably take what we're saying wrong. And
I do not care. Do you hear me right now?
I don't either. But it's really just real talk. And my thing is, if it's been working for you, continue to do what you're doing.
Yep.
But if it hasn't brought you to a place where you are comfortable in areas of your life, financially, spiritually, emotionally, it's probably time to do something different. It's probably time to do something different.
Only a fool speak his whole mind.
Come on now.
And I'm going to leave it there.
Come on now. I am Courtney Phillips TV, everybody. Will you please
good night, y'all.
There and subscribe, give her some views and likes. Make sure we want to get her to 500 views before,
Yes.
at least before the end of April.
Yes, I was shooting for Resurrection Sunday, but
yeah, that would be great. Before Resurrection Sunday would be even better. So get over there, everybody, and click subscribe on all your usernames. Click
yes, please. Follow me on.
Get over there and click subscribe for all 3 of them. All right.
Please. Thank you so much.
A pleasure coming up.
Yes,
right.
thank you.
I said A. All right.
Okay.
I gotta be a little shady with her. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Listen here, if you would like to give to this platform, we do have we have a tax deductible donations that you can give. The St. James, it's just St. James Group at att.net or SJ Group 7. Those are donations that you can give to our nonprofit, and they are totally tax deductible. If you would like to do that, there it is right there. The other things is just the donations to the platform, which I appreciate on the ChurchSector and the St. James Show at att.net. That is great. But if you would like to give a donation and have it tax deductible, there you are. St. James Group at att.net for Zelle, and our Cash App for that tax deductible donation is SJ Group 7. All right. So always remember that when you want to give to a nonprofit, that is the St. James Group. And we do spirited gatherings here in the city and across. We are getting ready to do some things, and Charlotte is coming up. Charlotte at the Stellar Awards. So we are planning something. We had to pivot because we thought we were going to Nashville, but now we are going to Charlotte. So we have things in place to set up our live gathering there in Charlotte at the Stellar Award Week. So listen, your help is always appreciated as we endeavor to build and to get things going for our live in-person gatherings. Do you want to see St. James live along with some other guests and choirs and groups and interviews and all that other stuff? There you are. You can help us by donating right there. For those of you who always donate to our regular platform, to our regular ways of giving, thank you so much. Scrolling at the bottom. Listen, I appreciate you guys hanging with me. It is late on the East Coast. I know it is I really didn't mean to be here for a couple of hours, 2.5 hours. But listen, I think it was a great conversation. But so all those involved in these churches, keep them in your prayers. Listen, I think we got too many chatty patties over there at Chosen Vessel. I think y'all need to lay off Jamal and let's call a win when it's a win. And I think Gigi, Sheraton, and EJ, y'all better go somewhere and go get a real lawyer.
Haven't you tried him? Hasn't he done enough for you? A says he's Alpha. B, bright and morning star. C, Calvary's hero. D, day spring from on high. E, everlasting light. First fruits of them that sleep. High and lifted up. Immortal and invincible. Joy of my salvation. K is the King of Kings. M is Messiah. He's always near. Oh, he's omniscient and omnipresent. P, he's the Prince of Peace. Q, he's got quickening power. He's a rock in a weary land. Shelter in a time of storm. True vine. Unchanging love. Victory over death, hell, and the grave. Wash his sin away. His yoke is easy. He's the Zion of my life. But that ain't all. I got to go to Wheel of Fortune and borrow me a vowel. Daddy, can I get an E so I can get an X? His name is excellent. His grace is excessive. His mercy is extravagant. His name is all I trust. Is there anybody who can say I ain't an alphabet, but I can stand on my feet and say his name is Jesus? I feel my granddaddy and his daddy in the ministry, Robert H. Wilson, on